Hello. Thanks for joining us on this video. I'm Whiskey TK. My friends and I are starting an actual play podcast for Cyberpunk Red, and we sure would like it if you came and watched. You can find us at whiskeystudios.net on February 4th at 7:30 Mountain Time. That's when we're going to be starting. That'll be the first episode. But for the meantime, while you wait, why don't you check out this little interview we did with the players, telling us a little bit about their characters? Would you enjoy that? Well, I hope you do. How would you like to introduce yourself, please?
I wouldn't.
Please keep that in.
Sorry.
Hey, I'm Ray, co-host with TK on Mondays for, I guess it would have been Metal Gear Mondays, and there's Resident Studios.
Can't even remember what it's called.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I always have different names going on. I'm gonna be playing 8-Ball.
What are your pronouns?
He, him.
Yeah, there you go.
Bastard man.
yeah, bastard.
My name is Taylor. My pronouns are she, they, and I'm playing Pixel, whose pronouns are she, her.
Alright, I'm Gerard. I identify as a nuisance or menace, and I play Lucky.
Hi, I'm Ty. Any pronouns, and I play Sixer the Solo.
I'm Killian. I go by he, him, they, them, and I'm playing Nines, who goes by he, him.
If your character were to try and leave the city, what would be the biggest reason they stay?
So, Sixer has a lot of unfinished business in Night City. There's too much that he feels he needs to do, too many loose ends he feels he needs to tie up. As much as he might want to leave Night City and just sort of, start fresh, all that good stuff, he finds he's too responsible to consider that.
I think just for 8-Ball it would probably be one, the business, because he's just established the small business, I guess you could say, with such little resources. So there's that, and then also the connections that he's built in the city. That would be kind of the big thing for him.
Yeah, he runs a shop, a tech shop.
Yeah.
I don't think Pixel would try to leave the city, mostly because she would just be scared that everywhere else is the same. And she wouldn't want to try to reestablish her life somewhere else for it to just be the same.
He didn't make enough of a difference with the people and the community that he was supporting.
Probably the sort of pseudo aunt that he has. I mean, I don't know if he would ever actively want to leave the city, because I don't think there's anywhere that he could think of that he'd want to go, because he does kind of like how he lives here.
Yeah. If your character were to wake up tomorrow and be anything that they wanted, what would that be?
Safe. He would want to be safe. Just means that no one he loved was going to get hurt. People he cared about were all happy. And to him, that is safe. Just, not under threat. No, incoming violence. It's such an impossible goal to achieve in Night City. But yeah, if he could be anything, it would be safe.
To have a business that's well known, not only in the city, but kind of nationwide, and have that reputation hey, he's a good person, he's trusting, loyal, and...
I think if Pixel were to wake up tomorrow, it wouldn't necessarily be what they wanted to be, it would be where they wanted to be. And she would just want to be living back with her friends, Kimmy and Faye, and have everything kind of go back to her pre-prison life.
Yeah,
and just
not
be
that
chilling
other bitch.
and making music. Yeah, not that other bitch.
If dear old Lucky was to wake up tomorrow and just have all of his life's problems solved, You'd probably just live a quiet little life with a small place, small family, have a dog.
You know, in a fantastical, nice world, if he could have both his mom and Min with him, that would probably be his ideal. It could just be the three of them, safe and happy.
When your character dies, how would they like to be remembered?
He doesn't. He doesn't want him to think about him at all. He wants to make sure that when he dies, it's clean, it's concise, he doesn't leave any loose ends. Because if he were to die, and the world was not better off without him in it, he would regret it forever.
That he's not a crook. That he's a good person.
Yeah.
Redemption.
That the things that people heard are not necessarily true.
Yeah.
I think she would mostly want them to remember her music.
That's
I think she would want people to know that, like, she tried to be a good person and that sort of thing, but she mainly would want people to recognize her art.
Yeah. Spinning that record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That he cared. That he loved. A lot. That he genuinely gave a fuck about the little people in whatever way he could.
The people who had their back turned on them.
You got it.
I mean, that's something he actively does not want to think about, but,
What? You don't
I mean-
stay awake at night pondering your mortality?
probably he just wants to be well thought of. Like, he doesn't want people kind of, like, dwelling on, like, questionable decisions he made or, like, things he was involved in. Like, he just kind of wants to be, like, warmly remembered, I guess.
What is your character's favorite music genre?
It's a really hard question. Of all the things that Sixer does, listening to music is, like, it's a night out sort of ordeal. He frequents a variety of dive bars where live music is playing, so there's no real, like, specific vibe, it's just kind of feeling it out. If you asked him, he would say metal, for obvious reasons.
Specifically Chrome.
Yeah, exactly. That is the reason. Correct. But if you, like, really dove into his playlist and shit he listens to on his own, it's just so sad. Like, he's got fucking Mad World repeat playlist. It's just, like, 18 different covers of Mad World.
That would be metal.
Really? Metal?
Yeah.
Oh.
Working on metal, listening to metal.
Attaboy.
Yeah, fair. Alright.
Pixel listens to everything. But her top picks are definitely, she's, like, very into K-pop and that sort of thing. Very, like, upbeat sort of styles is definitely her preference, but she tries not to limit herself.
So she doesn't like Sixer's 12 different covers of Mad World.
It's not that she doesn't like it, it's just she wouldn't want to listen to that on repeat all the time.
That's,
Wow.
That's fair.
You
So
can't
sorry.
appreciate my art.
I'm so sorry.
Quite a varied music taste. He's more of a song-specific guy than a genre-specific guy. To equate it to, like, some real-world artists, it'd be like Run the Jewels and Hatebreed. People that are, like, very heavy and aggressive.
Yeah.
That Seabat song.
No.
EDM, but, like, specifically that cutesy stuff that's not very hard on the, like, electronic computery noise stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Like trance.
I can think of, like, specific songs, but I don't know what the weird, like, subgenre of that is because I'm not a music person.
What's a song?
Yeah, just give us a couple songs.
Okay, the most specific song I can think of is the Versus Sayu from No Straight Roads.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Like, that is the perfect example of, like, the music he likes.
The EDM version or the EDM rock version?
Just the EDM version.
Okay.
If your character were an animal, what would they be?
He's, like, physically, emotionally, mentally, that man is a Doberman pinscher. Just like every ounce of his existence, even down to his stupid little dot eyebrows, that bitch is a Doberman pinscher. He's real guard dog energy, couch potato extraordinaire, and he loves his walkies. Yeah.
He'd be a husky. He'd be a husky. Yeah.
Dog personality.
Yeah.
I think she would either be a hummingbird or an otter. Because I think both of those animals are very cute. And like hummingbird, she's like very upbeat and she's always moving around and she likes to do stuff and help out. But otters are also just very cute and like just like to help out.
If Lucky was an animal, I'd say a stray cat. Because he's forever a survivor. And he still has a place to go back to. And he still has his
For all that he is a cat boy, probably hummingbird, because cats are not actually like his favorite animal. Kind of just goes for that as the vibe he gives off.
Fair.
But hummingbirds are very cute, and they like sweet things, and he also likes sweet things.
He is a sweet thing.
Twins.
Yeah.
What kind of food does your character have in their fridge right now?
Currently, there is some protein powder, some of that human kibble shit, meal...
Wait, so they keep the protein powder
in the fridge. Yeah. I know what
Okay.
I said. I know what I said.
Doesn't that shit get moldy in there?
No, shut up. No, it doesn't.
No.
It's
Not if
in
you
the
use
fridge.
it fast enough.
No, it's in the fridge. So it doesn't get moldy. This is that high-level protein shit. It needs to be refrigerated. It's not legal in most countries.
This is cocaine.
No, not anymore. He's trying not to.
Oh.
He's off the cocaine now.
He's off the cocaine. Now. We'll see. Yeah, what else? He's got some meal replacement bars, some milk for sugary cereals that individuals that crash at his place like. He's probably in the freezer got some of that, like, cookie dough that you just chop and bake. And an emergency freezer pizza in case of company.
If he keeps food, it's just going to be canned stuff and like water, and then like powder, like to make like, I don't know, like a powder, Powerade drinks and stuff like that. Yeah, stuff like that.
Like drink mixes.
Just
Kool-Aid.
yeah, Kool-Aid.
Big Kool-Aid guy.
Yeah,
Fair.
yeah, they're pretty much.
8-ball comes through your walls like, oh yeah!
Yeah. He'd make a device to punch through a wall.
Pixel has just like some oat milk for her cereal that Gregor buys her. And I feel like she probably exists off of just a lot of like frozen foods and pizzas and
Hungry man.
she lives in Avalanche, so I feel like she probably just eats out a lot because she doesn't have to worry about paying for living space so much.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
There is a supermarket like right beside Avalanche.
Yeah, she probably is like she goes to the supermarket and just sees like whatever ready-made meals they have
just picks some
sometimes. Yeah.
Leftover pasta, some milk that's pretty close to expiring, and whipped cream.
Sounds like a night.
That's what's left, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Fair enough.
I like to think he's got like fucking like juice boxes,
Yeah.
like peach flavored juice boxes, and like
Sunny D.
like school bag snacks, like little animal crackers
fruit
and like
snacks?
the little like in those like little like individual bags and stuff.
Yeah. I love
Like
that.
fruit gushers and like
He's
fruit
got the
gummies,
fucking
like
Kool-Aid jammer Capri Sun.
yeah, no,
motherfucker,
it's like a
fruit
box
roll.
of like Kool-Aid jammers and a box of fruit roll, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
He's
Yeah,
like,
it's so
I'm
good.
going to die of malnutrition.
You go out to eat. He's got nowhere to like keep food, so it's
Yeah.
just like he goes like out and like eats food at like Min's restaurant or just out with friends.
How generous is your character, especially to those they don't know?
Yeah, he's surprisingly generous. He does not look it. He's a pretty caring dude. As much as it's hard for him to overcome impulses of immediate, he's a guard dog, first and foremost, but if he's on his own, he's pretty good about people, pretty generous, he's surprisingly easy to trust. Not like you trust him, but he trusts you. Yeah, so other people, he's a big fan of other people.
I would say he's actually rather generous when it comes to stuff. He kind of the same as Sixer in the sense of he's willing to hey, you need something. He won't literally take his arm off, but he'll look out for the people around him.
Pixel does not always have a lot to give, but she always tries to see the best in everyone and is maybe a little overly trusting sometimes.
A little naive.
But she helps out whoever she can, whenever she can.
That's the hard thing with Lucky. It's just because he will return the energy that people give to him. It's like if you come in hot and hard, it's gonna be a hard place to get anything from him, right?
Yeah.
He will always give you the chance, right? But if you spit in his face...
He is very generous with people he is close to. The closer you are with him, the more generous he's gonna be. Strangers that he doesn't know at all, probably not a lot.
That's fair.
But, the crew and people he knows, yeah, whatever you need, honestly.
What major arcana best represents your character?
Judgment is the card that best represents Sixer, because Sixer is in his redemption arc. He's seeking betterment, but he also embodies the reverse of that card as well, because he's doubtful that he could ever make up for his past and worries that he will never change. So the nature of the card itself fits him honestly to a T. I read a description of it and was like, oh yeah, that's it. That's my boy.
So
He managed to do some research.
yes, sir. Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune. Okay.
Yes.
Why did you choose Wheel of
Wheel.
Fortune?
Oh no, the
Oh.
things
Fortune!
the two things that stick up for the upright and the reversed, chance, destiny of fate, karma, turning points.
Okay.
Reverse is upheaval. I think that's right.
Yeah.
Lousy luck, unwelcome change, and setbacks.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. All right.
This is the only question I prepared for. And I think she would be the Lovers. Because she is very in love with someone, and it was her first love, and she hopes it will be her last love, even with how unlikely it might be in
Even
the
how,
current
with how
moment.
badly
Yeah.
things have gone so far.
Yeah, but she just loves love, and she, just tries to see the best in everyone, and yeah.
Yeah.
It had to be the Three of Swords because of its connotations with grief.
That's not a major arcana.
No.
Is it?
Sure not.
Oh no, that's minor.
Yep.
Which major arcana are you? I am a minor.
I am.
You could just decide you're a minor arcana.
Jared's
reassessing
reassessing the situation.
It's fine if you want to be a minor arcana.
Oh, that's the major.
You're looking at a list of
The
the wrong
fool.
ones.
Mm-hmm.
He is the fool.
That is
Fucking fool.
that is Gerard.
Yeah, Gerard is the fool.
Where is it? The Hanged Man, because he's hung.
I hate you.
Alright. Can you just tell us the Three of Swords meaning?
I was gonna say he's more of a minor arcana Three of Swords
Okay. And why the Three of Swords?
because of its connotations that it has with heartbreak, grief, and loss. But also in reverse, it's growth, forgiveness, and a chance to move forward.
All right.
It's a minor arcana. It's pretty obscure.
You might not have heard
You
of it.
might not have heard of it.
It's pretty indie.
Indie arcanas.
I'm doing
New Wave
indie
Arcana.
tarot reading. mainline shit.
How am I supposed to draw everyone as their representative major Arcana card now?
Still do the
Well,
hangman
obviously,
because
Lucky
I
is
think
the
it's
hangman because he's hot.
I don't know if I want to encourage this.
Yeah.
No.
I decided the moon because it's about like fears and anxiety, like kind of repressing things that you know, went through and that are now kind of like trying to come back up into your life.
Yeah.
Reverse
absolutely.
kind of like that like release of fear and repressed emotion and stuff. It's kind of what he's going on with right now.
Hell yeah. What is most important to your character? Health, wealth, or happiness?
Happiness, definitely. He frequently sacrifices health and wealth to be happy or to make others happy. Self-fulfillment's really important to Sixer. He's of the joy-seeking personality type. Take that how you will. But health and wealth are so fleeting and up in the air at the current moment. That wasn't always the case. So previously he never had to worry about the other two. It was only happiness, and he's kind of kept that mentality.
I think it would be health, happiness. Health, happiness, and wealth. Yeah.
Definitely happiness. Because she experienced a lot of not happiness and love in her early formative years, so
A lot of trauma.
yeah, she treasures every happy moment.
Unlike most, he's gonna say health, because without his health,
Well, he also saw...
he knows what it's like.
Yeah, he saw firsthand what it's like for someone to have poor health.
It's the weight of not only yourself, but it's also the weight that you're putting on others.
Yeah.
That's what he wants to help fix by
And
doing
that's why
the
he's so-
fixer stuff.
That's why he's so intent on distributing medical supplies to people who need it.
You got it.
Honestly, probably wealth, technically speaking. Not in like a, I want to make money all the time, but just in the sense that, like, happiness and health are kind of dependent on having the money for those things.
Especially in Night City.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's all he knows, is like,
Yeah.
if you don't have money, you cannot be healthy. And what are you gonna do if you're just, like, living in the gutter for happiness?
What time of day does your character prefer?
Nightlife, 100%. Always been his favorite. Recently he's a big fan of sunrise, but if he could, like, sleep during noon and enjoy the other half of the day, like, you know, he goes to bed at noon, wakes up at, like, 8, and then goes from, like, 8 till noon the next day. That's, like, his ideal day-night cycle. I don't know if that really is allowed with his current schedule. But yeah.
They prefer evening for sure, like late night, even though they are an early morning person, like they wake up early, but they prefer a night. It's like a weird thing. They like to be a night owl, but like kind of like a slight lack of sleep because of it. Sort of thing.
They like to get an early start on their day for the shop.
Yeah.
But like if it were completely up to them and they didn't have to worry about it, they'd probably be up all night.
Yeah. The shop is kind of the reason why they are up so early.
The night. I feel like
Everyone's a night owl.
I feel like Pixel would also kind of be like Sixer, and you know, she would function mostly on like a night owl schedule, but also likes to interact with people during the day, so
Yeah, has to split that
yeah.
difference.
But like she's up late every night playing music,
Look,
writing
it's
music.
called Night City.
It's
for a
true.
reason.
Lucky prefers the wee hours of the morning, the first glimmers of sun, as the quiet-ish city sleeps for the most part.
Yeah, after all the gunfire.
Mm-hmm. That like 30-minute window between the night shootings and the morning shootings.
Alright guys, call it take 30.
Nighttime, especially if it's raining, because it, like, just like the vibes of all of the lights of the city kind of on like the dark, wet cement is just kind of comforting.
What is your character's color of choice?
Red's always cool. Recently, it's taken a liking to blue, though.
Hell yeah.
I think it would be green, or like a dark red.
Okay, like a ruby red type thing.
Like a ruby red, or I always use the term cinnamon red.
Cinnamon
And,
red.
yeah, I
All
can
right.
visualize that really well, actually.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
April
That's
love
awesome.
a good Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pink, duh. There's
enough.
no further discussion on this.
Pink, done. Next question.
It would be a nice silver.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I was really expecting you to choose green.
Just lean into it, right?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
your character's Irish. You named them Lucky.
Yeah.
Like, I was really expecting you to go the full 9 yards. So I was just kind of caught off guard by silver.
If it's stuff that he's wearing, he goes for like kind of pale pastel blue stuff, but his favorite color is like pale pastel pink.
Hell
He
yeah.
just doesn't wear that anymore.
What was your character's reason for joining Avalanche?
Don't we all want to know? It was
Yeah.
to light buildings on fire.
To commit arson.
Arson. But no, it was because they gave him a chance to change. Grigor's always been true to his word. And Sixer trusts him and wants to help him. He became a terrorist because it paid better than some of the other stuff he was doing. And also made sure he didn't get in trouble for the stuff he was doing. There was benefits. As much as there can
Yeah.
be in this sort of a thing.
One, to get answers. Trying to get that, make that web happen, and trying to, pretty much getting answers. And then also just kind of another hopeful source of income, possibly for
Yeah,
his-
something to help keep the shop afloat.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gotcha.
Terrorism for profit.
Yeah.
That's the American way.
And I'm proud to be in the city, or at least I know I can get a decent wage doing terrorism.
Yeah.
Where else are you going to get paid to do arson?
Let me know if you find it.
The NCPD.
Okay.
You know, Pixel was at a real low point in her life, and she's just lucky that some other cult didn't come along and try and pick her up, because she would have joined anything. She just wanted to be a part of something so bad.
So, she doesn't believe in Avalanche's mission statement so much as
No,
they were just the first people to approach her.
She does now.
Yeah, okay.
Lucky knows the power of people. The power of being connected and having people to both work with, work for, and to rely on. It's people make the difference in this world.
I mean, it is like a sort of job security, I guess. He likes having people around him. He likes working with people. He feels a lot safer that way.
Does your character have any tattoos? Do they have any meanings? And is there any other tattoos that they would like to get?
Currently he does not have any tattoos. If he were to get one, it'd be pretty small, probably just a little thing that looked cool, not a lot of meaning to it. His mentality is that his limbs frequently do not remain attached to his body, and the amount of flesh space he has shrunk exponentially throughout his life. So he's
that's
like,
fair.
why would I pay a shit ton of money to put a bunch of ink in the skin that I will then replace with metal?
Sixer's a fucking build-a-bitch.
Sixer is 100% a build-a-bitch, but he's a build-a-bitch that came from a fucking Lamborghini museum. Like,
he used to have one.
On his arm that he no longer has?
Yeah, his forearm. It's gone now.
Alright. Do they have any plans to get any more?
No.
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 Okay.
She has one, and I mean, it's a pretty basic girl tattoo, but she has like just a set of like music notes behind her ear.
That's cute. I
and
love that.
she has it matching with her friends Kimmy and Faye.
Oh my god, that's adorable.
But aside from that, she has her cyber skin, and I don't really know how tattoos work with cyber skin.
You can
so.
put tattoos on it. You can put
Yeah.
light tattoos on it, which glow.
Oh, she probably has some of those.
Okay. We'll
Glow
figure out
under
what
some
those are
black
gonna be.
light. I didn't. Yeah, I maybe should have prepped that, but
No, that's fine.
she for sure has some black light tattoos. So like, you can't see them during the day, but like, she's on the stage and it's got some black light.
Hell yeah.
That's cool as hell.
That's fucking rad.
I want that in the real life.
Yeah. Uranium tattoo.
Put it in
Yeah.
Like tattoos. They look. The only ones I've seen look really gross.
Yeah,
like when it's
they're
not
not
black
good.
light. But
They're
like,
not good.
people have them.
Huh.
So Lucky has a shamrock.
Is it a tramp stamp?
No,
Okay.
but it is on the inside of the thigh.
All right.
Sixer's seen it.
It's pretty.
Tells people to kiss. Kiss.
Kiss me, I'm lucky.
Yeah.
Lucky does have a tramp stamp, and
What's his tramp stamp?
She's just lucky.
it's 3 sevens.
Oh, all right.
Sixer's seen that one too.
Oh, for sure.
You've
And-
all seen Lucky without their shirt.
And there's so many tattoos Lucky wants to get. It's atrocious.
That's fair.
He has a bunch of little stars on his ribs, and then he has some little cat paw prints that kind of circle around his thigh.
Oh, that's cute. What is your character's love language?
Making people food and giving gifts. Sixer really likes providing for other people. It makes him feel useful, and when he feels useful, he feels the best. So it's really just a lot of like, you mean this much to me. Here is an item and a food that reflects this. So if he gets a bunch of money, his tendency to splurge on groceries he will never touch, and everybody else gets to indulge in. It's kind of his gift to everyone.
Acknowledgement, like if he can give advice, acknowledgement to like people around him, that like
So,
Almost like
8 Ball's love language is like
Words of
Being-
affirmation.
being allowed to help people.
yeah.
Okay.
Could be like an acts of service.
Yeah, acts of service would be, I think,
Yeah.
the term
Yeah.
that we would use for that.
Quality time, for sure.
That's fair.
She just loves being around people. She likes when people are around her.
Just loves the energy of a room.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Gotcha.
Diagnosed extrovert.
Her, yes.
Yes.
I give you 3 guesses, and they're all touch.
He does. He's more the act of service kind of thing. He likes to do favors for people. Like his closest person, like Min, he would drop anything he's doing to help her out if she asked. Like, you know, he's a touchy guy, like physically, but that's just kind of day to day. He'll do that with like literally anyone to kind of make them feel like they're, you know, special and noticed. If he really cares about people, it's like, let me help you with things, let me do things for you.
Yeah. If your character were a bath bomb, what color and what smell would they be? And would there be glitter?
He would be gray. Smells like gunpowder and gives you tetanus. There is glitter. It never comes off the tub or your skin. It's like, you know, in Mad
That
Max
got me.
when like they chrome their mouths.
Yes.
Yeah, it's that shit. Like it'd just be like a
I want that. I want this.
It's like hydro dipping your
yeah.
skin.
You put it in, it just like disperses metal shrapnel all over the tub.
That sounds less fun,
I
but
believe
I
that's a
wanted it.
grenade.
Yeah. And then you come out of the tub and you are bleeding and covered in chrome.
It is a bath
Shiny and
bomb, to be
chrome.
fair.
Yeah, bath bomb got taken quite literally.
Good job.
He'd be red, and
Motor oil and whiskey.
like a
The smell
Yeah.
of cigar smoke.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that would be it right there. Cigars. Tobacco.
Cigar and
You
whiskey
put it
split.
in
Yeah.
the
Smell of
tub
bath
and it
bomb.
just like the smoke comes rising out of it.
Some person's like knocking at the door. You smoking in there? or
You
something?"
don't gotta know what chemicals we put in here to get it to do that.
Just let it touch your
Yeah.
skin.
It's
Yeah.
better that you don't
Get naked
know.
and touch it.
Story mode.
Okay, but is there glitter though?
All right. Yeah, is there glitter in the bath bomb?
No,
No.
there's no glitter.
Just
More
ash.
Of a, yeah. It's just a floating layer.
It comes. It's like a bath bomb and then a little packet of ash or something.
You can like.
God.
Real 8-ball scent.
Yeah,
Add as much as you want.
yeah.
She is a bath bomb that is like all of the colors of sunset, and when it drops it in, it like makes it look like a tie-dye sunset sort of thing.
Oh, I love that.
It has a fuck ton of glitter in it, and
Just way too much.
yeah, just like
It's like a
way
glitter
too much.
bomb, more to the point.
Yeah, yeah.
You just
It like it says it's biodegradable, but like it's so much and like so thick that like that's just not biodegradable.
Yeah, you're like,
There's no
there
way
can't
this
be
can
enough.
be good.
Yeah, there's no
Syrup.
You buy one of those and the place is just like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Sorry about your tub.
And it
Sorry about your
smells.
tub.
It smells like bubble gum.
Oh, I love that.
If Lucky was a bath bomb, it would be kind of a cool silvery gray. It would smell like mint and chocolate,
Mint and
And-
chocolate. All right.
shame.
And shame. What does shame
You
smell
know,
like?
you know that stank,
Yeah, the shame stain.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
and there's tiny little glitters that look like 4-leaf clovers.
That's cute.
There is so very much glitter. Probably like pink and blue kind of mix. But maybe a little heavier on the pink with like a nice like fruity peachy smell.
Transrates, fuck you.